We will face trials and suffering on earth. Romans 5:3-5 shows us that in suffering, true character is formed, which pushes us to hope because we have love poured into our hearts. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Esther here. Thank you so much to those who've stayed tuned with me, and for my new subscribers, you are welcome. Today's video is about character building and how to maintain your character. So in my season, I've been blogging a lot about what character is, how to define character, and what kind of character do you have? What kind of character do I have? Character is something that has to be built on a daily basis. Character is something that is consistent. You can be upset one day and you can be happy another day. Character is the way in which you carry yourself when life becomes a struggle. Character is related to your lifestyle, how you treat people, how you treat yourself. Are you someone that is full of offense? Do you get offended easily? All these little elements can define character. Some people, they find it very hard to move on once an offense has been made. As you find it hard to move on, you become quite stern. You become hard to relate to. It becomes very difficult to understand the way you operate, because sometimes people don't know whether you're happy or whether you're sad. It can be quite dangerous to have an indecisive character. It's either you choose one and stick to it. Without having a good character, where can you go? You can only go as far as where you are. But when you are humble, when you are meek, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't be firm. You can't have a voice to speak out. You have to be able to understand that character is built through adversity. Even when your plans are wrecked and you're thinking, I don't know what the next step of my life is, you have to still maintain your character. Your character can also be tested when people are telling you about their life story, their progresses, what they've been up to. Are you someone that is easily provoked? And in your mind you're saying, I want this person to just leave me alone. They're clearly not helping me. Remember, someone's progress should not ever allow you to cut that person off. You need to honor that person that is speaking to you about their progress. You don't even know how hard it has been for that person to get to where they are. Offense also can be built up from this, and that's where character comes in. How are you towards people when they offend you? Are you the kind of person to throw it back in their face? Or are you someone to be silent and just learn how to walk away? I believe in this season, particularly the millennials, we must learn how to not take offense when it comes to insignificant things. We must learn to invest more in our character, because character beautifies our appearance. When you have a good character, people will know it. You will attract the right people. People that may not even know of you will invest in you. You will start to blossom and you will feel good within. And more importantly, God Himself will be able to dwell in you. But having a negative character can close doors. It can make people run away from you. It can make you lose opportunities, and it may cause you to even give up. Character building is not always going to be easy. As I mentioned before, one day you can be upset, the next day you can be happy. We all go through it, mixed emotions. And emotions aren't bad, but don't allow your emotions and your temporary feelings to define your character or to define who you are. Your character is honestly built in times of adversity. When you want to start a business, when you want to start a YouTube channel, when you want to write a book, when you're planning to get married, you're planning to get your new house, you're planning to collaborate with big brands, be prepared to face adversity. That is the essence of life. Yes, we don't want to go through pain. We don't want to go through pressures of life. We don't want to go through all the anguish that the world presents itself. But through the process, your character is being refined, built, stretched, pruned, and it's asking, are you ready for the next level? Because as you get higher and higher, you will face these calamities. People that you thought would be your friends will probably leave you. People that you thought would support you may not. But that should never make you change who you are. A Japanese proverb says, when the character of a man is not clear, just look at his friends. How deep is that? So in other words, your character is determined by the people that you are surrounded with. And I cannot emphasize enough on the people you have around you who will enable you to either get to the next level or keep you beneath. You are the one that chooses your friends. Show me your friends and I'll tell you your character. It's so important and it speaks for itself. Don't allow the wrong people into your life when you're in a season of vulnerability. When you are in a season of pain, make sure you call upon those friends who can pray with you, who can speak life into you. Don't allow anyone to come into your life when things aren't working out the way you wanted it to be. You have the right to choose the people who are in your life. You have the right to make sure that the people who are in your life are causing you to grow and not fail. Remember this always, because in times of adversity, your character is not only being tested, but so is your friends. How you handle your pain is a bigger responsibility. So take that on board and you'll be able to build upon a positive character. You should never change your character for the pleasures of other people. At this moment in time, we must understand that character is what can push you further or make you stay behind. How are you when you don't have a lot? How are you when you do have a lot? They both define character. How are you when you hear negative news and rejection? How are you when you get to the top? It also determines character. Your character is determined even when you're at the bottom. How do you build yourself up to get to the top? That's step one. Step two, when you make it to the top, how do you maintain your character and your position? That's step two. Step three is being able to remind yourself and look down on the people that were once in your position and say, wow, I was there before. I know how that feels. So let me humble myself. Character building takes a lot of time. It's a lifetime skill. As you continue to grow up, there may be things that you may not necessarily like about yourself and you want to change. That is fine. But when the storms of life come and adversity knocks on your door, how strong are you to maintain a good character? In my recent blog post, I spoke about how character will maintain you. And it really will. In times of pain, your character is what will enable you to keep going. Have you got a determined mindset? Are you someone that doesn't give up easily? If you are, you will enjoy your life. But if you're someone that can't take pain, that wants to give up, that doesn't want to speak to anybody, that thinks I'm going to be alone, I don't need anyone, that's pride. And in this generation, in this world that we're living in, you need people. You're not higher than anybody, you're not lower than anybody. God loves each and every one of us the same. Title or no title, job or no job, money or no money, friends or no friends. God loves all of us the same. And when you remember that, that will get you more excited about where the journey is going to take you. And remember, not everybody can come with you on your journey. Some people may not even be able to maintain and handle your character simply because they can't handle theirs. That's not a problem. I speak about character a lot, especially in my books, particularly Completion, because character is what will really enable you to grow spiritually, mentally, emotionally, even financially. How you spend your money, what are you spending it on? Are you showing off? Are you giving to the right causes? Your mental state. How is your mindset? What are you thinking about? What thoughts are you producing? What thoughts are you harboring in? Your emotional state. Are you easily offended? Can you control your tears? These are certain attributes that can define one's character. How are you deeply in God, in your word? How is your prayer life? If you know you really want an effective character, invest in God. He knows what will offend you. He knows what can strengthen you. Don't worry about what people define you as, because as long as we're living, people will always have something to say. And you have to be okay with it and keep it moving. You may have a business. Some people may support you. Some people may not support you. It should never stop you from continuing that journey. When you have a vision, make sure you fulfill it. When you have a calling and a purpose, make sure you fulfill it. Do not allow anyone to stop you from achieving the goals and the aspirations that you have destined to achieve. Will it be easy? No, of course it won't. Anything that is going to bring impact and value and change, wow, be prepared for a shaking. But through your character, you can say, I'm going through this pain right now. I'm feeling it. I feel like people are leaving my life. I feel like everything is just falling apart, but I will still stay true to who I am. Character building takes a lot from you. For those who haven't read my blog post yet, I'm going to read it right now. So I said, when you have a good character, it shows through your mannerism, your lifestyle, and your conduct. Everywhere you go, your aura will speak before your mouth does. In our generation today, where it seems that people are striving for financial success and popularity, I have understood the importance of being humble, not weak. There's a difference. In my previous video, I spoke about the pressures of social media with my sister Keely and how it is becoming a source of self-affirmation or to feel approved. Social media is only a platform and a resource, but God is the ultimate source. It should not define who you are or cause you to change. Your proof is in the hard work behind the scenes, the tears, the frustrations, the silent rejections that will gradually enable you to get to where you need to be. Through your rejection, you can create opportunities, and that is where character is birthed. You can always have a good character when everything works in your favor, but when things seem to not be working, that is where true character is tested. With a great character, you are not only attracting blessings, but people will notice and invest in you. The right people, not those who are going to take from you and run away. It would be really upsetting, though, to have invisible pride and not deal with it at the early stages. Whether you realize it or not, we do have pride. No one is expecting you to be successful in a day. There is success and there is success. The success I am talking about and determined to strive for is godly success. No matter how relevant or popular one is, if God is not in the center, the success will not last. You may have the materialistic possessions, but not the wisdom to handle it. You may have the knowledge, but not the character, if not thoroughly checked, can cause double-mindedness. Don't let this be you. Be true to yourself. Love where you are, especially loving your current position. I can't emphasize this enough. You may not be where you want to be, but thank God you are not where you used to be. When you have a good character, it attracts blessings that you did not have to work hard for. It also brings those above you to understand your goals, dreams, and visions, and can partner with you just because of your character. Don't be deceived. Being humble does not mean allowing anyone to take you for granted. You can have a kind heart and be a firm individual at the same time. You have to protect your heart because you have every right to. And this is in reference to Proverbs 4 verses 23. Be true to yourself, and if you sincerely have an issue dealing with insecurities, speak to a trusted friend before it tarnishes your character. Remember this, character and beauty works hand in hand, and God will use people to help you in your time of need. Do not stop being you because support isn't coming, or compromise your values. You will always get what you desire when you least expect it. Be open to change, and above all, maintain your character. It will truly get you further than where you are right now. And I wrote this in the morning, and I just said to myself, as I'm reading it, I'm applying it to my own life. That character is a daily process. My character cannot just change from 1 till 10. It's a step-by-step process. I've really been inspired by reading this, and I really hope that you have as well, particularly with your season at this moment in time. When your plans don't fall in place, how do you maintain your emotions? How do you handle it? Do you get angry quickly? Do you give up? Maintaining your character is all about dealing with your insecurities as well. How do you deal with them? Are you someone that is easily jealous or easily provoked or easily offended? That needs to change. Because no matter where you are in life, when you get what you desire, you will need people to support you too. No man is an island. No matter whether people think they want to be by themselves or go solo, you will still need people in your life. God created each and every one of us to have communication and build friendship and authentic relationships. Character is also built by the people you have around you. Who you have around you can also determine your character. Do you have people who are speaking life into you, who are investing in you? When you can have at least 2 good friends, and I'm not talking about 5, I'm talking about 2, just 2, even if you have 1, but having 2 good friends, sisters, brothers, you name it, that can pour into you, you don't know how blessed you are. You don't need to hear too many things about character building. Look within yourself. That's where it starts. All the toxic thoughts, all the negative thinking, the ingratitude, the things you complain about, the things you worry about. How is this giving you a good character? Whereas instead of you complaining and worrying, why not thank God for how far you've come, your journey, where you're working, whether you're not working, whether you're volunteering. Wherever you are, that is an opportunity for you to be so thankful. There are many people right now who honestly want what you have, but you would never know because you do not appreciate it. You could be putting yourself down so much right now and thinking, I can't make it. But there are people out there silently and secretly cheering you on, inspiring you, saying, go, you can do it. Go, my sister, go, my brother. There are good people out there that will hold your hand and walk with you. But true character starts with you. It starts within you. Don't ever think that someone should define who you are. You are the one that defines yourself. People can insinuate, people can feel your aura, your energy, your positive vibes. People know this. And people are only attracted to positive people. Who wants to attract negativity? When there's so much going on in the world and we're reaching 2020 very soon, we want to enter the year strong with an even better and greater character. But remember, character is a daily process. And as you continue to live, and as God has given us life, we must take it one step at a time. Thank you so much for listening to this video. Please be inspired and be challenged at the same time to really look deep within yourself and ask, who am I when things don't work out well? And who am I when things do work out well? Because yes, you will have blessings, but you will also have pain. But regardless of both, they work together for your good. They really do. And your character is birthed through pain. Your character is not just birthed through success and through the high times. Even when you're silent and the tears are falling down from your eyes, your character is being strengthened. You may think you're weak, but you're not. And the people that underestimated you, the people that put you down, the people that thought you would never amount to anything, they will see the hand of God in your life because you have decided to maintain your character in Him. True character is within. It's not about what other people think about you. God defines you, not people. But your character is what comes in you in order for it to be birthed out of you. You are special and you are worthy. Every day, make a conscious effort to build on your character because your character is what will enable you to get to the next level. Keep going. Don't give up. Keep pressing. Keep pushing. There's someone out there who needs to be inspired by your story. So don't ever hide your character for fear of what people will think. Your character is making room for you. God will bring the right people into your life who will invest in you and will build upon your character together. Thanks very much for listening. With love. Take care. Bye-bye.